Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Bo again. So, I guess today we're going to talk about razors. Now, I am obviously not a Gillette customer. In fact, the only reason I know about the ad is because my son came home and asked me about it. He couldn't understand why men were upset with it. And man, that made me proud. Okay, so here's the thing the messages in that ad, what are they? Don't sexually assault. Don't belittle. Don't bully. Violence isn't always the answer. These are concepts that men don't have a problem with. This was not an attack on masculinity. My 12-year-old boy understood that because he didn't identify with the bad guys in the video. If you felt attacked by that ad, it says more about you than it does Gillette. My question is, why didn't you see yourself as the guy stepping forward? Then there's a lot of feminists who were upset with it, which surprised me, but they felt that a multi-billion-dollar corporation should not leverage feminism for sales. That's true. That's true, but when I look at that ad, I don't see feminism. I see masculinity, real masculinity. That's what I see. The idea, of masculinity, it has a lot of components to it. Honor and integrity are central. Integrity could be practically defined as doing the right thing even when nobody's looking, or no matter who's looking. That's what I saw in the video. I saw it praising real masculinity and mocking toxic masculinity. That's what I saw. I didn't see feminism. Then there were a lot of people who were upset because a razor company shouldn't insert themselves into social issues like this. Oh, no. Razor company is the perfect company to insert themselves into this conversation. We don't have rites of passage in the United States from boy to man. We don't. Not on a nationwide level. There's some ethnic groups that still carry on their cultures. But nationwide, we don't have that. But what suffices for it? Shaving. They're the perfect company to do this. And on the topic of rites of passage, I saw people bringing that up. This soft masculinity, the old rites of passage from the olden days, they were brutal and violent. They were incredibly brutal, incredibly violent. But was it violence for violence sake? Was it violence to subjugate the women? No. The agoge was one that I saw brought up. And yeah, brutal, violent. Those are the right terms for that. Insane amount of violence. Why? Because they were creating warriors, real warriors. They were trying to instill honor and integrity. They were creating men who would one day cling to the motto of "with your shield or upon it." You're either going to come back with your shield held high because you won, or you're going to come back laying on it because you're dead. There's no surrender. There's no loss. There's no retreat. You win or you die. Why? Who were they protecting? Their community, right? They were standing up for those around them. Sounds a lot like that ad. There's a culture in the Amazon, and they still do this today. The boys will go out and collect bullet ants. And if you don't know, a bullet ant will tear you up. It will tear you up. I'm not sure if it's a bite or sting, to be honest, but it doesn't matter. It's incredibly painful. And these boys, becoming men, take these ants and they're placed in woven gloves. And then they put their hands in them. And they sit there and they endure that pain. And that's their rite of passage. That's how they become a man in their community. And American men look at this and say, see, our boys need to be tough like that. The lesson being taught is that any worthy goal is going to require you to suffer. It's going to require you to endure. And I think that is perfect commentary on American masculinity. In the Amazon, you've got these young boys becoming men who endure some of the most painful bites known to man for an extended period of time. And here in the U.S., men can't sit through a 2-minute video without losing their minds and going to Twitter to cry about it. My 12-year-old boy was more of a man than the people that are upset with this, because he didn't identify with the bad guy. If you feel attacked by this, it says a whole lot about you. A whole lot. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.